and gentlemen, welcome to the John Olive Fifth Quarter Show. I'm John Gray here with Coach Olive, and this is week 2 of the TSSAA playoffs, week 12 of the Tullahoma High School football Wildcats 2020 season, and 2020 lives up to its name again.
Yes.
We are, for the first time, I think, in the history of the school, 12-0.
That's what Scott Chastain told me last night, that was the first time, and I will trust his judgment. He obviously has been around for a lot of years of calling football games, and he's probably a better historian than I am. So I will see that. I did not know that last night. I thought next week, if we could go 13-0, that would give us.
Well, we've only had one undefeated season, and you've had both of them.
Well, anyway, it's,
So Pat Welch and John Rickman will let us.
They will. That is correct. But anyway,
so blinking and
we congratulate our teams. I did not congratulate them on that last night, but I will congratulate our young men on being able to get the 12th win and be the first team to be 12-0 at this point in time. But I'll also say there was not a lot of celebrating going on the Tullahoma end of the field last night, and it finally dawned on me is that our young men have a bigger goal than beating Marshall County in the second round of the playoffs, and it was a good win. I hope that our young men enjoyed it. But it's exciting to know that they want to attain a bigger goal.
Yeah, they say my mic's off, but it's on, so we'll see if it needs something else done to it.
I can share a mic with you if we need to.
Drop down a little bit here. Is that any better back there? I can't hear him with he said no.
I don't.
Oh, well. I'll talk loud.
We can go to a commercial break and try to get it together.
We had a strange night last night, and again, our young men stood up for themselves and played a very good ball game. Put up with a lot of nonsense, and after the commercial break, Coach, or after the first quarter, see what's behind me, behind us, back there in the middle, underneath the jacket.
I do now.
Okay, we'll have an explanation for that after our first commercial break, and then we will go to the first quarter.
Crazy times call for crazy prices at Russell Barnett Kia. Check out this 2021 Kia Sportage LX, yours today for $21,815. That's a new Kia SUV for less than $22,000. It comes with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper coverage and a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Crazy prices going on right now at Russell Barnett Kia. And my question is, why buy anywhere else?
As football is a tradition in our community, so is Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. We were here then, we are here now, serving our community for over 45 years. Continue the winning combination, Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration for the win. Call 455-8757, the name you can trust.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
If you're looking for a branding solution, Molly Dixon welcomes you to LogoWare, where your business, school, athletic team, nonprofit, family group, and other organizations can get your logo or message displayed with silk screening up to 10 colors and embroidery up to 15 colors on everything from caps to socks and all the inner and outer wear in between, plus backpacks, luggage, duffel bags, handbags, and purses. All work is done locally, in-house, on nationally branded product from Nike, Eddie Bauer, New Era, Carhartt, North Face, Russell Outdoors, and many more. So simply, why should you entrust the branding of your business or organization to a stranger on the internet when you can spend your money with a local business that offers competitive pricing and local professional service? For the answer to this question, Molly invites you to visit her at LogoWare, 401 South Washington Street, Tullahoma, 931-222-4103. Jeff and Jay Dameron ask you to visit the Dameron Brothers stores, the Short Stop on the Manchester Highway, and Brothers Local Market on Clement Drive. Both offer great food and beverages, household goods, supplies, BP fuel, and with a courteous staff and clean environment. There is a Brothers Reward program in place at both stores. Brothers Local Market also offers non-ethanol fuel and will soon have a spirit pump where a percentage of the sales will be donated to Ferris School. And don't forget the fresh baked donuts, muffins, and other bakery items. Jeff and Jay invite you to take advantage of and enjoy the products and services at their locally owned stores, where your dollars grow the local economy and support local needs. Short Stop on Highway 55, Manchester Highway, Brothers Local Market at the corner of Clement Drive and Old Winchester Highway.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Our captain last night, number 27, Justin Scott.
Well deserved. Young man's had a great year.
Yes, he has. And as we've gone down the stretch here, he has really, really played well the last 5 or 6 games. And is hurt. And we didn't know if he was on a play last night or not. It was a before the game decision. And he convinced us to let him try. And anyway, he plays, but he doesn't play with his usual reckless abandon that he normally does. But he played a huge role for us last night in getting people lined up where they're supposed to be and making the checks that we needed to make when they came out in a formation that was unusual. They win the toss, so we're going to take the ball as they deferred, and they kick it deep. Jacoby spears it out of the air and gets it all the way out to the 50-yard line, but we've got a holding call there at the 40, and so it'll come back to the 30-yard line. But that's still further out than I thought it would be, because I really thought their kicker would put it in the end zone.
He had a good foot, live foot.
He's a very good kicker. And we try to hit Brody Melton there on the out, and they break it up to make it 2nd and 10.
That was number 15, had a good play right there. He closed real well on that.
He closed very well. And we're going to run Keyshawn here, and Keyshawn actually gets hurt right there. And or at least in one of these early plays, he keeps trying to play, but anyway, we get Jacob Dixon there on the speed sweep, and he does a good job. They got it defended pretty well, and he puts his foot in the ground and makes one miss and picks up the first down. Big first down pickup.
I think he can just smell that open space.
I think he's a great open field runner. We're going to fake it to Jacob there, and now we're going to try to hit Joe Duncan down the field, and they pass interfere with Joe. So we pick up another first down. And going to try to run Jacoby there, and he's almost out of there. They get him by his heels, and you can't see from that angle, but from the end zone you can see that the official's correct. He hits the ground. We motion Jacoby out, and we're going to try to throw the ball on a corner route to him, and it's very well executed, good pitch and catch.
Yeah, I wish we could have seen that catch, because it looks like he just sort of hung in the air till that ball got there, like he was in flight.
And we'll run Jacoby there, and 2 or 3 tough yards.
You know, with that, what I said a minute ago, I want to say thank you again to Mr. Bob Lamoya, who films for us. As fast as this game is now, it's almost impossible to get everything, and he does an outstanding job.
He does a great job, and he also operates 2 cameras now. So it's big time. I mean, you know.
And he only has 2 hands.
That's correct. So you're sitting there talking about, you know, and eventually we'll find a switch that, you know, can operate both cameras simultaneously. But so far we haven't been able to solve that for the finances that we have.
Isn't it funny how money gets in the way sometimes?
Yes, every now and then it does. That's Jackson Sheffield, and he made 2 great runs there.
Sure
One, he picked up the first down, and then he's got us down there inside the 10. And Jacoby's running with the ball there, and there's a little extra work going on there, and so they penalize them half a distance to the goal. And we're gonna line up, and we put Hunter Parks in the ball game to be the lead blocker, and we're gonna run Jacoby again. And this time there's nobody there for him, as Caden Bradford has made his block, Hunter gets his block, and Logan Crouch has got his, and it just makes it really easy there. I'm sure that number 70, Ian Pope, probably had his on that side as well, but out there at the point of attack, we definitely had things under control. Just a good job getting the ball through right there. We had a little trouble getting the ball on the block, and so that's one of those where you're just glad to get it in. Just is on kickoff, and they have got, in the last 2 ball games, they had a return for touchdowns in both ball games. They had another one that the guy runs it all the way to the 15-yard line. So
that guy's an elusive runner.
We're trying to keep it away from number 2, but number 15's not a bad runner at all. So I thought our kickoff team did a great job considering all things.
Right.
Marshall County's going to respond right here with a good drive against us. It's only up the rest of this quarter. And they're running a little trap play there, and we were there to make the play and just missed him. So it's 3rd down and short. And we jump off sides. We hadn't done that much this year, so we've got to clean our game up just a little bit. And not a bad job right there as Will Parton comes up. He's the first one to make the hit. That's a safety, making the tackle for a 2-yard gain. That's pretty good.
Seth was around his ankles.
And they're going to run a boot right here and complete the pass. Adam Owens and Owen Stroop get him down. It's 3rd down 2. I thought we were going to get him there in the backfield, but Jalen can't. He's just, 74's got a hold of Jalen. Jalen's got a hold of the quarterback, and it just doesn't have enough ump to get him to come backwards. So good job by the quarterback there. Adam Owens and Will Parton break that one up. 33 gave us a pretty good little old shove right there.
Yeah, that's what I say. It looked sort of like offensive
I thought he was on to catch it, and it was just Adam did a great job of getting his hands back in there. Great job by Owen Stroop. All right, now he doesn't make the tackle, and we really don't get anybody else there, but he made him really belly it way back, and they still gained 7 yards on the play. It's just a good job by the rest of their blockers. And then here, it was just one of those things. Landon's going in low, and the guy's getting tackled, so their helmets hit, and so Landon gets called for spearing, and which is correct by rule. And just one of those, because he's a shin buster, he's gonna go in and try to hit the shins more often than not. And so anyway.
And what does that carry in high school?
That's a 15-yard penalty.
So it wasn't like a targeting, it was just a
right.
spear.
We don't really have targeting per se in high school. They do a great job right there running that screen. Owen Stroop's there, but he can't make the play, and finally DJ and Tydrell Mitchell run him down. So now it's 3rd and 10.
And this is not a football team like you score on them, they're going to lay down. These guys are used to winning football games.
That is correct. That's the reason they're playing in the second round of the playoffs. Good play by them. I mean, that's just a good, well-designed play. They fake the quick screen, and the tight end's going like he's going to go block the corner, and then he just rounds it up the sideline there. And that was just a good play design. They executed it well. And so they pick up the first down, 2nd down, and 9 down.
Number 13. Here's number 13.
Caden Tucker.
Caden Tucker played a good ball game.
For a young man, it wasn't strange stories. All right, but we'll maybe get into at some point in time. But this has been a very difficult week for us. 3rd down and short. Last play of the first quarter. Defense playing strong. Caden Tucker, just the man we were talking about. His first one there. That brings us to the end of the first quarter. We have got a 7-0 lead, but the Tigers have driven it all the way down the field, and for 7 minutes they've held the football.
Tullahoma Wildcats. My brother brought this to me, Jerry Gray, who played on the 60, 61, 62 teams. And this is from that era. It does not have a date on it, which one of those years it was, but this was a project of the JCs. It has 40 sponsors on the back of it.
Yep.
And there are only, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there are 4 sponsors on here that still exist. And 2 of them are still sponsoring. The 3 of them are still sponsoring this show, and that's Builder Supply, Clayton Shoes, and then Dairy Queen's not sponsoring the show now, but they did, and Traders National Bank. But some of the rest of them on here: Jim Swinkins and Lewis Insurance, Jimmy Farrah Florist, Insel Oil Company, Bill's Farm and Home Market, downtown Tullahoma. That's before there were any big grocery stores in town. So Crescent Box, which is the building we're sitting in right now, our studio, we're sitting on a concrete pad where the box presses used to be. So I just thought this was a really cool thing. Teal and Sharp Market, and just to let you know that Tullahoma Wildcat football has been important to this community for a long, long time. And we are playing it right now as good as it's ever been played. And with that said, we'll take a quick commercial break from our sponsors that are helping us be here now in this generation. And we'll be right back with the second quarter.
Hey folks, Marty Scott here, Hometown Auto Sales. Been doing business in Tullahoma for 32 years. A lot of you know me. We've had the car lot for about 15 years now. You probably didn't know. We've had a body shop for 12 years. Most of the time, friends, family, other car dealers is all that we cater to. Well, now we're going to expand a little bit. We've got a new frame machine. We've got some new equipment. We're we're going to be opening up for the public to be able to suit your needs the same way as we did through the years. We're over here on 513 East Carroll. So folks, y'all come out and see me. We've got Connor Ostell here, will take care of you in the front. Then we got Chris Tinsley over here, take care of you in the back, and I'll do all your frame straightening and anything that you need. So folks, y'all come out and see me. Telephone number is 455-4733. Look forward to serving you. And as always, we give a little special deal to the vets and the seniors. Y'all have a good day.
Here in Tullahoma, we're very fortunate to have Builders Plumbing and Electric to serve all of our plumbing and electric needs.
Come see us while we have a short break at Builders Plumbing and Electric.
We're also fortunate to have Builder Supply, where we can get all the lumber to do any project we have around the house.
Come see us at Builder Supply.
Dr. Colin Bills, board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine-trained physician of Tenova Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, is on the THS sidelines to support the athletes. When orthopedic care is needed, whether by a student-athlete or a weekend warrior, Dr. Colin Bills is available to you. He's accepting new patients at his Jackson Medical Plaza office just down the street from Tullahoma High School. Special precautions are in place at the hospital and his clinic office to keep you safe from COVID-19. Go Wildcats!
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Fourth down, huge play, number 9, first one that hits him. And then there's a host of Wildcats that push him back, and we win the battle, keep them out of the end zone, and take over with the football.
And that's Wildcat football, folks.
Awesome play by the defense. You got to win those downs. Jacoby Thomas coming out right there and gets it out. About 6 or 7 yards, and there was a personal foul penalty called, and so it moved it on. No, I think if I remember right, it actually happened someplace else. But either way, we got the ball all the way out past the 20 now. They do a good job right there. They hit Jacoby there at the line of scrimmage, and good play by them. He loses a couple of yards, and he doesn't lose yardage very often. Come back, and Ryan Scott pulls it there, and their linebackers are chasing him, but he picks up a couple of yards, 3 or so, and so we've got a 3rd down 9. And Ryan's gonna pull it down, take off running again, and he's not going to quite get to the first down. Makes a valid effort to get there, but we're going to be a yard short or whatever, and at that point in the game and our place on the field, we're going to punt the ball. So Justice Chadwick, who has not punted very often this year, is on the punt here in the ball game. And pulls that snap down from
the 3rd floor.
Reagan Tomlin, and then good coverage there, and they get number 2 for grabbing our number 14's face mask there. You don't see that called very often, but
it was obvious.
Landon Fouch, he stayed high that time and made the tackle, and had a great call on there by the secondary because that's what they were playing. And then
look here.
Look what I found.
Look
Tyreek Nard makes he's got him taking him down, and he throws the ball up, or it slings up from the momentum of the tackle. I don't know, but Jalen Newsom gets an interception and runs it into the end zone for the touchdown. We're gonna miss the first legit PAT of the season right there. He had one blocked by Brainerd, but they actually let the dude get a head start. But anyway, that happens, and he's going to make the tackle right here, though. I think that may be Justice's first tackle of the season. His coach,
his last one.
Coach Holliday, told me that he told Justice on the sideline that
Look at there.
He was going to be able to wash his jersey because it had gotten dirty.
DJ.
Yep, DJ Dillahay there on the stop for a loss. Again, that's a safety. He had dropped down, but it's still a good play when you're secondary. And great job right there. Tyreek Nard follows that running back and grabs him and slings him to the ground. And they're going to come back, and we're in good shape right there. Running back drops it. And so it's 4th down. Great job by the defense, 3 and out. And Jacoby's going to get the punt here, and they're going to get us for that penalty. I'm not sure who was doing the holding there, but
I thought it looked like them.
Well, either way, it doesn't make any difference.
Of course, I always think
that. Our side thought their man was the one taking us to the ground, and their side would have thought it was our man pulling them down. But either way, that one's going to come back. Got a great catch here.
Outstanding.
Good job by Joe Duncan. And
that'll go on a highlight reel, won't it?
Yes, it will. He picks up good yardage there, so it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Ryan's going to keep it, and he's going to lose his footing this time. And I'm telling you, 53 at nose guard, he's a handful. I watched that some during the wee hours this morning, and he is a handful. Good job right there. Way to run the ball north and south. Jackson Sheffield picks up about 5, almost 6.
Always.
And thought we were going to run Jacoby there, and Ryan keeps it. Good read by Ryan. When we really watched how this thing went last night, they actually tried to make him hand the ball off. His key said hand the ball off, and then that linebacker was coming to get the sweep. And good job right there, except we had a penalty on the play. You can't see it, and that's where we've got to improve. We've not been a heavily penalized team this year, but as we go forward, these next 3 opportunities they'll be grind games. They're not going to be any easy games left now. And we'll end up having to grind them, and the difference in those games is the teams that make the least mistakes are the ones that keep playing.
Right.
So we've got to clean it back up. We had to kick off from our own 25, and that'll come back to haunt you in a big ball game.
Yes, it will.
Where everybody is even. Good coverage. There's a lot of Wildcats there making the tackle. They only have the ball out to the 33-yard line. When you kick off from your 25 and they're only at the 33, that's a pretty good job. And good job here by the defense. I mean, we're playing really well up front. That front four's doing things really well. Tyreek Nard makes him throw it before he wants to, so he throws it way short. The receiver has to come back and get it, and he ends up picking up just a few yards. And then the quarterback's going to try to keep it. Caden Tucker is going to make the play. And again, we've got them in a 4th down situation. They're lining up offside, so they're going to call them for being offsides right there. And almost came out of there.
Yep.
I mean, he's close. A lot of chirping going on here. This is the 5th time that we've played Marshall County over the last 3 years, so the players know each other quite well. And this was probably Ryan's worst play maybe of the year. He threw that one up for grabs probably, and Well, you know, and we'll take blame as well as coaches for calling the play. We probably put him in a bad situation. Ryan Scott has played extremely well for us. And Adam Owens there almost gets the interception. They're going to come back and try to run the quick screen. And
that was almost picked right there.
Landon's right where he needed to be, and the guy's not blocking him in the back. Might have made a play on it. They try to go deep right here, and DJ Dillahay almost gets it. So we got him back in 4th down again. And number 77, Jalen Newsom, blocks the punt.
He and Tyreek are having a field day, aren't they?
They are, and Seth as well, I'm telling you.
You know, Mr. Newsom told me last night that those two were just like brothers.
I'd say Tyreek and Jalen are. They're around each other quite a bit.
He said he'd probably have to get up at 3 o'clock this morning cooking up pancakes to feed both of them this morning.
Way to keep the drive going there. Jacoby's driving those legs. Lyman are driving. We pick up 7 yards, make it 2nd and 3. Trying to punch one more in. Ryan Scott decides to keep it there instead of pitching it to Jacoby. And, you know, that's a play that Clemson makes a lot of yards on. And it was good to see us execute it. Look at that surge. Look at that surge. Logan Crouch driving his man.
Wow.
Hunter Park leading. That was awesome. And we'll put it through. And 27-0. And that's what this team's done all year long.
Right.
We have hit hard and fast. And really put some heat on some people. Good job there. Brandon Painter makes the tackle. And they're going to pick up 7-8 yards here. And that'll be the last play of the half.
Boom!
Have to be careful. We're getting friendly fire injuries right now. Our guys will go get the ball. They will hit. They will hit.
So, 27-0, halftime.
Yeah, 27-0, and quick turn of events there in that second quarter. We were able to play well defensively, get some 3 and outs, and then offensively we took advantage of field position and so forth. So that was a big quarter. You know, you had the 4th down stop to open the quarter up, the first play. We're not able to, we got the ball, we take over at the 4 or 5, and it's not a long drive or anything, but we get it out, we punt it away, we flip the field, and we live the rest of the quarter on their end of the field.
Right.
And that's how you win football games.
Yeah. And I tell you what, I want to give a shout out to number one is Max Gerald, who I told him Max is not coming right now in the past couple of weeks because he wants to make sure he stays well. And, he's such a great fan and such a great friend. And I just wanted to give Max and Ronnie a shout out this morning. I know they're watching. Jimmy Hollingsworth. I hadn't seen Jimmy in the past little bit. I know he's still down there working on the sidelines probably, but I hadn't been down there to.
He normally is down there in section ZZ, but ZZ during the playoffs has had to go away. I saw him a couple of weeks ago. I did not see Jimmy last night, but he's a great supporter.
Yes, he is. And, a story, success story, as far as I'm concerned. The Newsoms sit down in front of me, and over this year I've become friends with them, and I hope friends, but at least acquaintances. They moved all the way from California to here to find a safe place to raise their family. And they've become invested in our community, and they're wonderful folks. And I just want to tell them how much their friendship means to me and to all of our community, because they're delightful people, and they care so much about these young boys. And Mr. Newsom he's a history type kind of a guy. He studied sports in Tullahoma. He can talk to you about it, and he knows all those kids down there.
That's correct.
By first name.
He coaches on the middle school level.
Yeah. But I just want to thank them for being the people they are, and thank our little town of Tullahoma for being the place it is, where people feel like they can move here and find what they need for their families. In sports and in education.
I'm one of those.
I
moved here and thought it was a great place to raise a family.
So thank all of you sponsors out there. Donut Palace, thank you so much for being our donut sponsor for years. And you go over there and get you some of that stuff they have over there, because it's good. Sundrop. What can we say about Sundrop and what they do for our community? And we appreciate them for being our water sponsor. And you need a breakfast sometime, go by the Sundrop shop down there and see them, or lunch and get some. You like Sundrop? They've got Sundrop cake down there, Sundrop floats down there, all kinds of great stuff. And all of our sponsors, thank them, because without them we wouldn't be here. We don't get any grant money or anything like that. We have to go out and beg just like everybody else. And this guy over here makes it kind of easy, though, because the type of program he runs, people want to be involved in it. And we're going to get a quick word from our sponsors, and then we will come back with the halftime show. Then we'll see you after that for the third quarter.
Ah, the glory days. Running to daylight on the gridiron and chasing a ball with a mind of its own. Cheering the team to victory and marching to the beat of your own drum. Memories that last a lifetime. But sometimes we're reminded of our glory days in ways we'd rather forget. Get back in the game. The rehab team at Life Care Center of Tullahoma is ready to help you live and play well.
Donuts. Tasty. Donuts. Donuts.
Daddy Billy's Deli Bar and Grill has been open at 119 Northwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma for over 40 years, serving up good times and great food. The inside is now a non-smoking facility and had a great outdoor patio area with a covered stage, a fire pit, and a second bar where smoking is allowed. The food remains great at Daddy Billy's, from burgers to paninis, salads, wings, with new items being added all the time. Great sides from onion straws, flat fried potatoes, and Tullahoma's only corn salad. Music and sports are important at Daddy Billy's, with jam night every Wednesday night, bands and players on the weekends, and big screen TVs all over the place to watch sports. Daddy Billy's is now open Monday through Saturday and closed on Sunday. As a non-smoking venue inside, all ages are welcome to enjoy the food and fun at Daddy Billy's. With a great selection of domestic, imported, and local craft beers, a full liquor and wine selection, and the best food around, there is no reason for you not to be part of the good times at Daddy Billy's, 119 Northwest Atlantic Street, downtown Tullahoma.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
Apache. Fans, get on your feet. Dance along with them as they do Apache. Everybody knows the dance. Come on! Tonight we wrap things up with the best fight song in the land. Kick it off, Colin.
family suffers the loss of a loved one, the caring and compassionate staff at Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel are standing by to assist you in every way possible. We are proud to support local industry and offer only Batesville caskets. Many funeral homes don't own or operate a crematory. We utilize the only crematory in Coffee County. Your loved one never leaves Coffee County. We can accommodate any need and any budget. Consider our complete pre-need service to remove this burden from your family during their time of grief. Lock in today's low costs and protect from inflation. Tullahoma Funeral Home and Coffee County Funeral Chapel. Our family caring for your family.
Attention, attention! Tullahoma and surrounding areas, Spinelli's Pizzeria is now open at 121 Northwest Atlantic Street in downtown Tullahoma. They specialize in Philadelphia-style pizzas that you can order by the pie or by the gigantic slice. Spinelli's also has great sandwiches with breads imported from Philly, loaded stromboli, salads, and desserts. They are open from 11 a.m. until 3 a.m. with delivery every day. So stop by Spinelli's and get a slice.
At Minuteman Press, we can handle all of your design, print, and promotional needs. But did you know that we can print on so much more than just paper? We can help you with your outdoor advertising, such as posters and banners, even lawn signs and flags. We'll make sure all of your employees are dressed in custom branded apparel. Promotional items are a great way to keep your name in front of customers and attract new ones. Did you know that 89% of consumers can recall the advertiser of a promotional product they had received over the past 2 years? At Minuteman Press, we have the expertise to handle your entire direct mail campaign. Why direct mail? Because 65% of consumers have made a purchase because of direct mail advertising, and 39% have tried a business for the first time as a result of direct mail. So we will show you the best way to generate results for your marketing and advertising campaigns. At Minuteman Press, we design, print, and promote you. Contact us today to find out how we can help your business.
The choices we make today will impact tomorrow. Choosing natural gas today is the responsible energy choice for your home, your family, and our environment. Almost all natural gas we use is produced right here in North America. And with plentiful gas reserves, we can enjoy a safe and reliable energy future. Natural gas. The comfortable and responsible energy choice for today and tomorrow.
Brought to you by Elk River Public Utility District.
Hi, I'm Fran Gray with Alzheimer's Tennessee. When you receive a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease for yourself or someone you love, please know that you do not have to go through this journey alone. Alzheimer's Tennessee is here for you to provide support and education, all the help you may need to get through this challenge. Our number is 931-434-2348. We encourage you to give us a call. We're here to help.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
All right, their option, and Marshall County's gonna take the football. Justice kicks it off. And Jacob Dixon gets him down.
15 and 15.
And they had a penalty on the play. They blocked below the waist. And so they'll open up with the ball deep in their territory. We're trying to get the point spread to 35 so that we can get a running clock, shorten the game. And Jalen Newsom's the first one out, all those Wildcats to make contact there.
Bet he's eating pancakes right now.
He deserves some pancakes. Third down and long, and Seth Cullum
again
comes off the edge there and keeps the quarterback from being able to set up and throw the ball. Gets a sack. And they punt the ball to us. And I felt like Jacoby cut it the wrong way that time, but that's easy for me to say. It looks a lot different when everybody's down there coming at you.
He's hunting that backside hole.
Yes, he was.
Because when you find it, it's easy sledding.
That's exactly right. Ryan keeps it there. He's making the read there, and they took Jacoby, and so he keeps it and picks up about 4. And Jacoby's going to try to turn the corner there, but guy won't let go of him, and so we got a 3rd and 4.
We're on what? Their 40?
We're on their 27 right now. We're getting ready to get way on down the field, though. Great blocking there by Jacob Dixon, and Joe Duncan's out there further out of the picture, but they're both making great blocks. Brody Melton. And we get the ball down to just outside the 10, 1st and 10. And we'll give it to Jacoby there, and he has a little more speed than they do. And again, great blocking by Joe. They call holding on us on the outside over there.
What do you do when a guy turns his back on you?
It was a holding call made on Jacob there, but and Jacob's done a great job blocking all year, and so sometimes that happens, and you live with it. You line back up, and let's go after them again.
Score again.
And we'll come back and run Jacoby again.
Same thing.
They'll get him out of bounds right before he gets there, and actually leaves us just a little short for a 1st down, so it's 3rd and short. Will quarterback sneak it there? And we're short of the goal line, but that's okay. We got the 1st down. And we can keep that clock rolling. And we're going to hand the ball off to Jacoby, and he's going to get his 4th touchdown. And that's a red wave right there, clearing out the way. And he makes a move on the last dude to get it in. We'll go for 2 to get to 35. Not wanting to run the score up, but we want to get to that running clock underneath high school rules. You get ahead by 35 points in the 2nd half, the clock starts running doesn't stop unless there's a timeout. And
now what happens there if they score and it becomes less than 35?
Then it goes back to normal.
Goes back to normal.
Yeah. So we'd really like to be up by 42, but 35. Now number 2, he's the one that's been making all their returns for them in these previous 2 games. We had been keeping the ball away from him, but he's a handful. He's good, and he gets the ball down deep into our territory. We lose our backside there. Got a little too far up the field. I don't know what the defensive call was. It may have been a call for him to take quarterback there, thinking that they were going to boot it. But anyway, we didn't make very many of those type openings available to them. And good job right there. DJ and Caden Tucker, DJ Dillahay on the stop. And again, great. Seth right there all over him. Probably should have been an intentional grounding, but didn't get it. Playing good hard defense though, and I believe it was Caden Bradford was the one that hit him first that time. It's exciting when you see a bunch of those Cardinal jerseys get to the football.
And they go to it, they love it.
And they're going to run a reverse here. You got Tyreek Nard hitting the thrower right as he's releasing it. DJ Dillahay with the interception, and this would have made it a chance for us to be up by 42. But again, it's the mental things. You can't block behind the ball, and even though it was a clean block, you just can't block behind the ball. And obviously where we got penalized to, you can see how far it is behind the football. So we got to learn from that. We cannot keep doing that. That'll come back to haunt you in a real close ball game.
In a big ball game, it will.
So we've got to clean up some things ourselves, and the ball's out in front of you, you quit blocking.
Yeah. Coach was talking about the running clock. We're not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about what happened right before halftime, but there was an altercation there, and that caused a little bit of a delay in coming back for the second half, and there were some decisions made by the referees and the coaches and the principals of both schools how the second half should be played, and that's how it was played. So that running clock is what everybody was wanting. Coaches on both sides pretty much want to see the game done.
It was just
safely,
a tough situation.
Safely, and we're not going to discuss it.
Yeah, and it wasn't between two teams.
No.
There were just some internal things happening with Marshall County, and tough situation for them, and they tried to handle it the best that they could figure out how to handle it. And so anyway,
that's that.
That is that. We're up 35-0. We know that we're getting ready to go play in the next round of the playoffs, and that's our goal. We're going to try to play some other people here as we go into the fourth quarter. Make sure
we don't lose anybody.
We're trying, and actually we put some first teamers back out there because we felt like we were beginning to lose the momentum of the game. And we were just trying to reestablish that we were still in charge. But anyway, that's how the fourth quarter's going to play out.
There you go, and we'll be back with that fourth quarter right after this message from our sponsors.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
The Gondola, located at 412 East Carroll Street, is Tullahoma's oldest pizza, pasta, and steakhouse, featuring all kinds of pizzas, calzones, pastas, and steaks, chicken, pork, sandwiches, and seafood. Check out their daily specials on Facebook. And don't forget that on Saturdays there's ribs and smoked Boston butts. Add a great variety of appetizers and desserts, and come on in, y'all. Gondola has it all. For carry-out, call 455-9738. That's the Gondola Steakhouse, located at 412 East Carroll Street in Tullahoma.
Are your teeth dull, chipped, stained, or crooked? If so, call the dental practice of Dr. Mike Long. For a wider, brighter, more attractive smile, Dr. Long offers cosmetic dentistry at its best through whitening, bonding, and veneers. Dr. Long also uses laser technology, eliminating anesthesia and drilling. When you are ready to enhance your smile, call Dr. Mike Long, Family Practice Dentistry for 29 years.
Get your news first, fast, and free with your news leader on 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 6, 8, and 10 p.m. Local weather, sports, community calendar events, and a comprehensive look at the latest news stories and news makers as only a video news broadcast can do. Get it first, fast, and free with News Leader on Channel 6, your local information network.
We open up with the ball there, and DJ and Hunter Parks not able to get the handoff there. I don't know if DJ's trying to pull it or what, or Hunter fumbled it. Either way, we lose the ball. So they get the ball in good field position. And we've got a mixture out there playing right now. Colton Proctor there makes the tackle. And we'll just, if they score, that's not a real big deal to us. We just want them to eat clock up before they score.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
And they're doing that. And they're taking it to us right there. They're running hard, and I think we don't get him this time as Caden Tucker makes the stop. And I think this next play they'll get it in. They'll knock us back some and be able to get the ball in the end zone. So they've scored, and they'll kick their PAT here. Estes will kick the ball and make it 35-7. And now the clock goes back to normal.
Now watch this kickoff. This young man has a foot now.
Yes, he does.
He puts that ball. Watch where Jacoby.
I hope he's the last of the Estes. They've had several that were Estes over there that could kick, and obviously Medley came from over there and he could kick it. So anyway, Hunter Parks there.
It's a neat looking play.
Trying to run the option sweep there, and Wade Collins is in at quarterback, and we had motion man coming, and we are a little off with our timing, but these guys don't get to work on that play very much. Hunter's on a turn the corner this time and picks up 3 or 4 yards, and it's time to punt it away. So Justice Chadwick's back out there to punt. And that ends up being a 50-yard punt. That's what it's going to end up being. So, good job. Got them back up on their end of the field. That was important. And they're content to just run the ball right at us. And again, we've got a mixture out there. We have put 2 linebackers back out on the field, and a couple of defensive linemen have come back. We're not wrapping up very good, and that young man's running hard, is all I can say. He was giving great effort and picks up the first down. And they're going to try to run a boot there, and Jackson Hamblin comes up, makes the tackle for a very short gain. And they'll go back to running the ball wide there, and they really kind of got us on our skates.
Number 9 snuck back in there though, didn't he?
Yep, he has, and you know, we make the tackle after a 6-yard gain, and they don't get the first down right there. We do a little bit better job of stacking them up. And now we'll go back to where we're all backups. That's Evan Tomlin making that tackle, young freshman. And you know, we'll play this group here and finish out the game as the clock is winding down.
It tickles me when those young ones who hadn't been in the weight room much make a play and they bow their arms up and like a little rooster, you know.
Yep.
They proud to be able to get out there and play and make a tackle or make a block or make a run.
And
it's a good thing. They're in the playoffs, Mama. See this dirt on the knees of my pants?
That's correct.
I played in the playoffs, second round. Made a tackle.
Yep.
Isn't that wonderful?
It's wonderful.
It is great. So we end the night winning that ball game, what, 35-7?
35-7.
And had pretty much in control of that ball game all the way through. Now, Coach, we're looking for the third round, and last night Nolensville beat DeKalb, came back to beat DeKalb County. And so that's who's coming to town. This is coming Friday night, Nolensville.
Nolensville will be here Friday, and we felt like that when we had completed the regular season that they're the best football team we've seen this year. Their offensive front and defensive front played really well against us. Their quarterback played really well against us last time. Gallardi, I think it's Gallardi. But anyway, they're a good football team. They went to the state semifinals last year, and you know, so they're a team that's accustomed now. I guess this is the third year in a row. I think the third year in a row that they've been to the quarters. No, I repeat. I'll take that one back. It's their second year though to be in the quarters, and they went to they've been in the playoffs now 4 straight years. So they're accustomed to it, and it'll be a big challenge for our young men. We beat them 29-14 in the regular season. I expect this time it'll be a grind of a game, and you got to make plays in the fourth quarter to win. And
that's right. And
probably what every game from here on out will be like is, you know, you gotta grind through it and you gotta make plays.
You know, I was kind of hoping, because DeKalb County was ahead of them right up to the end of that ball game, and I was really kind of hoping that, you know, after what DeKalb did with us last year over there in their village,
yep,
that they could come here and take a little dose from us, but that didn't happen because Nolensville stayed grind down, nose down, shoulder to the block, and came back and beat DeKalb County. So they'll be coming.
Right.
Least amount of points that we've beaten anybody.
That's correct.
Was the 14 point. Most everybody else we beat by 20 odd plus, averaging 40 points a game, and our the people we play against are averaging about 10 points a game. So great season. Our young men, you know, we were talking about it last night. When they show up, and you and I have discussed it, they're not nervous, they're not excited. They get out there and they make some plays and start the ball game like we've started most of them, with a score. Everybody else wants to defer. We get the ball, we score. Then we stop them, then we score. And after that, it's sort of like those kids are working a shift work. They got their lunch pails over on the sidelines. They report into work. They go out there, they do their job, and come back. And not upset, not scared, not nervous. They know what their job is, and they go out there and they accomplish it.
That they do.
And we should be mighty proud of all of these young men and our coaching staff for getting us where we are right now. 12-0. Never happened before, unless Pat Welch calls me or John Rickman or somebody else calls us and tells us we told another story on the John Olive Fifth Quarter Show.
No.
Which we don't want to do that.
No, we do not
do that. What we want you to do is realize that next Friday night, Nolensville comes to town. I hope any of you who wanted to go to the ball game with the TSSAA ticket buying process were able to get there. I think there's still some people having some problems, some old folks getting who don't have smartphones getting into the gate and through the gate. We had a decent crowd, but it wasn't as big a crowd as I thought that would be there last night.
Well,
but it was a good crowd.
It is, and
36 degrees.
It's, there are difficulties. The TSSAA controls the ticketing for the playoffs, and we have been in conversations with the organization called GoFan, who is the subcontractor for the TSSAA. We have tried to work some solutions to help the people that don't have a smartphone.
Right.
And they will not allow us, they have not given us anything in writing that will allow us to take a hard copy. And the reason they won't is I could make a hard copy, give you one, give everybody else, and then there's no accountability.
Right.
All right. So we've looked at putting an iPad at the gate, and you pay us $9 because they charge you $1 for each ticket, and the school then would actually, they'd take your money, but the school would be using their money to pay for your ticket at that exact point in time.
See, it makes sense to me.
GoFan and the bookkeeping auditors have an issue with that. And so that has not worked out for us.
Well.
And now, our winter sports are getting ready to go to this, as well as everybody else. Coffee County, Lincoln County, Lawrence County, us, we're all going to the electronic ticket because we have reduced the number of people in the gyms by so much that no teacher wants to be on the gate when there are no more tickets to sell. So it's very easy. I punch it up on my phone. It says I can buy a ticket, I buy it. I can get into the gym. I pull it up on my phone and it says, sorry, sold out, event sold out. I know there's no need for me to go to that gym. I can't get in. And so we ADs have been talking to each other, and we're already having a hard enough time getting the teacher volunteers to come and sell tickets and take temperatures. They're already risking people who are carrying the virus, and they're sitting there at the front with them. But nobody wanted to be that person at the door saying that, hey, I have no more tickets to sell. So we're going to the electronic ticket thing. Now, the one thing that we will try to do for the people who don't carry smartphones, because we'll be in control of wrestling and basketball, is that we will try to come up with a way for you to send the money to the school, and we put your name on a pass list at the door. It's already taken off the total seats that we have available so that you may, work it out to where you buy the ticket ahead of time, and we put your name on a list. And you go to that door and you tell them your name, and they mark you off and send you in.
But TSSAA won't have their hand in this deal right here because it's not playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
Season.
That's what we'll do this winter for our wintertime sports.
Because a lot of your fan base,
they will not allow us to do that at this point in time with the playoffs.
No, they're
and if they will send us something in writing to change to let us do that, we'll be glad to do that. We want every fan that wants to be at a Tullahoma High School football game to be there until we hit that 1,946 mark, and then we can't do it.
Being one of them, you're taking a third of your fan base away, and the third you're taking away are the older people who have been there for 50 years as a fan.
Yeah.
Not their families who played sports in Tullahoma are long gone, but they're still supporting this, and they're the ones that can't get in the game.
Right. And so anyway,
that ain't fair.
The biggest thing I can tell you that we're still trying to work out, can we do something to have an iPad at the gate?
Yeah. That'd be the best
We
thing.
haven't given up on it, but
you can do that without them, can't you?
We can do that if the accountants who audit the books for Tullahoma High School and Tullahoma City Schools and for GoFan can all get together and say, yes, this can be accountable.
Well, if
so
they can't,
far
they're
they
stupid.
haven't. They haven't been able to. I'm just telling you, I don't understand it. I'm not a bookkeeper.
Well,
I'm just telling you
a lot of accounting classes.
that they have told us that there's some issues there that they say that they do not recommend us doing that.
No, there's a power struggle there.
So
what there is.
anyway, we're just trying to survive.
Yeah,
play again the next week. We play Nolensville.
You be there.
We
you need
hope.
to be there.
We hope that Light Tube is able to continue showing it. You will get a replay through here.
Yes.
And so we want our people, our supporters, to be there, to feel like that they are part of this 2020 football season. Most unique season that I've ever been through. And it continues to be just a incredibly unique season. And once we finally find a way to either live with COVID or remove it from our lives, I may go out in the middle of that football field and just dance, because I am so sick and tired of having to deal with COVID issues. So anyway, guys, I've griped enough. I appreciate everybody, and I hope that you will come out to watch Tullahoma High School play Nolensville in the state quarterfinals next Friday. We appreciate everybody.
How many times have we been there? 3?
Oh, 5 total in the
quarterfinals?
In the history of the program. I think 5 times in the quarterfinals.
Pretty good, folks. You be part of it. Show up next Friday night. We'll find a way to get you in, or we'll holler out the score. You can stand outside the fence and we'll holler at you. But we love you. Thank you for watching this show. Go by and see our sponsors and thank them, because without them we wouldn't be here. And the last thing I want to say, that old jacket right there is from '64. That blanket's from '65, and the one behind Coach Ollie's '66, and those are mine. And because of that, what I want to say on the way out of here is, go Cats. We'll see you next time.